What's going on, guys? Today we're going to have a few Legend League hits coming in from Mark today, so let's just jump straight on into it and see how he does. Okay, so this first base, we've got this double core Invis spell tower in the middle with the anti-2 style, where we've got like this town hall where it's rather hard to get. It's trying to sort of trap you into getting the 1 star, missing the town hall, making it invisible. But we are going to be coming in with a bit of the Root Rider action, with a whole load of Root Rider Super Barbs and some Valks in there. We are using a jump spell with us, so probably trying to get a good bit of value. And with this sort of army combination as well, the troops involved, we should be looking to go for a fairly speedy time. We're going to pull this CC immediately with that outside clan castle at the top. Very easy pull with just an archer, just to put it out, get that poison spell down, drop the log launch almost immediately, so get a little bit more damage off onto this monolith nice and early on, especially taking out some of these ice golems nice and early, because they're all going to be sort of piled on top of each other, get the logs to get through. We got the poison down as well. Queen's already gone to ability, popping that healer puppet to the 1 o'clock side of the base. The Warden Tome going off already, but note that the king is yet to be deployed, which we're probably saving this jump spell for as well. But so far so good. The logs are going to trigger both the Invis spell towers for us. Queen is nice and healthy, back onto green health again. A lot of the troops are actually walking to the wrong way, but with that wall being closed as well and having a whole load of Valks with us, everything should redirect to open in towards the core, which we've done so with the logs right now. And so far so good. I mean, like, Town Hall's going to go down. We're a minute into the hits so far. The RC is invisible again, but here comes the king a little bit later on. So this jump, which we are falling into the problem related to going into a Legend League attack, where we can't really plan in advance and have all these spells for us, so the jump for the king isn't going to be the most useful at the moment. So we're actually going to jump towards the later end of this the base here, jumping in towards the expo and the core of the base again, which shouldn't be a problem, as with 1 minute and 30 remaining in the hit, it should still be there for the remainder. We do still have a rage as well. Unfortunately, though, the Royal Champion did go down there to the defensive king, but it's a question of whether or not he does have enough to make it through. There isn't too much damage, and having still the king ability is pretty huge. We've got to get through what, a multi-inferno, 2 expos, the warden, and another multi down hit by the king. But we do have a raid spell. We do have the king ability. Unfortunately, those 2 headhunters did get sprung. Shouldn't be too problematic with the super barbs. 5 more to drop, accompanying those 2, just to complete a little bit of a funnel. So the king does behave himself. Now the ground bow is being tanked by the king. We can get a whole lot of these super barbs in, just to clear a whole lot of the trash, because apart from that ground bow, there isn't really too much sort of scary defenses up on the base remaining anymore. But with 36 seconds still going, that's the only scary thing at the moment. Is potentially going to be time, because we're going to have this Invis spell tower trigger, and we've got to jump in and out and just wait for it to wear off. But with a raid spell, I don't think it's going to be too problematic, especially as we do get that ground bow down before it does go invisible. So there's only 4 buildings left to get, and with these 18 seconds to go, a couple super barbs and the king still in there, he's not even going to burn the phoenix. This is a lovely triple coming in from Mark. Close one, but does get the job done in the end. Here we go. We've got the next hit coming in from Mark with his Root Rider attack here. It's a rather annoying sort of island style base, though it is important to note here that it's not going to be a double invis, where I think normally you see with these island style bases that you sort of invis off 2 compartments. We do have an invis up towards the 12 o'clock, where we are entering in from by the town hall. We're going to send in all our Root Riders with the Valks, the warden. We're going to use a queen on one side, a siege barracks on the other, holding on to this king. So sort of delaying the king again, holding onto this jump. Curious to see where he's going to come through, maybe directly at 6, but have to wait and see, as everything does sort of push in towards the town hall. When I take that back, the king is actually down in at the 12 o'clock side as well. We're going to pop the warden tome, as this town hall is now active and going to cause a little bit of a problem with that invis spell tower, just causing everything to sort of path around it. We've got a whole load of troops coming back for it. The nice thing for Mark here is everything going beyond the town hall, then having to come back for the town hall, means that the poison isn't going to be something that we're going to have to be travelling through after this warden tome expires. Queen has gone to ability over at this 9 o'clock side after being broken in to deal with this left hand island. The RC dealing with the right hand island, already gone to the hog puppet, but is going to stay at green health, as some of the hogs do tank for the ricochet cannon as she makes her way a little bit further through the base, though she is going to come towards it now. Unfortunately has already lost the fox. A nicely timed freeze, which is actually going to see... Oh, yes, the Valks do actually just about get the Ricochet Cannon, which is pretty huge. We have got a singular Root Rider in on the Eagle Artillery. Down that is going to go. We still have one more freeze. We've got a couple Super Wall Breakers, which are going to open up this 6 o'clock for the King, who is a big old giant right now, to smash through the defensive King as well. But with our Queen as well, green health, Warden nice and healthy, we've got a Root Rider just to open up the bottom side of the base. This is a lovely triple coming in through Mark, and 2 for 2 so far on his Root Rider attacks.
Let me in. Let me in.
Here we go. We've got a little bit of a sort of semi-symmetrical diamond style base here, where the symmetry is slightly off with the Eagle Artillery and the Monolith not being along sort of the line of reflection here. But what we're going to do as we're coming in with our Root Riders attack, are we going to go in maybe towards the Town Hall? We're going to go in towards more like the Eagle side. We are going to start with a Siege Barracks down at 6, followed by a King over at 9, as it looks like we're going to come in towards this 6 to 9 section. As Queen comes down, Root Riders come down, Warden is down. Pretty much everything bar the Super Barbs for cleanup and potential funneling later on, as the Warden Tome does go down. Captures pretty much everything as the CC does come out. We've got triple Ice Golems to deal with, not too problematic, as it is becoming the norm in terms of like these legend attacks and war styles, just to slow people down. So it's something that Mark is very well prepared to face, as we do manage to make our way in towards the Town Hall compartment with these Root Riders opening up in front. Here come the Valks. Unfortunately, there is a Invis Tower, so we are going to have to freeze it yet again, but fortunately the Town Hall does go down before it activates. Royal Champion over in this 3 o'clock side, going to her ability, popping those hogs out as well. And as we just sort of coming up to 1 minute into the hit so far, we're already at 85%, and there is no base standing. We don't have any more hero abilities, as all of them are popping right about now. RC is going to take out the Scatter. She's going to come in on this Multi-Inferno. Down it goes, and there's only 2 collectors, and this is a 1 minute 14-second triple coming in from Mark. Very, very fast there. And a very, very nice hit. And that's 3 for 3 with the Root Riders attack so far today. Oof, here we are. This is a very, very lovely looking base. It's another anti-2 with double core Invis spell towers around this Town Hall to make it really annoying. Catch those 1 stars. But let's see how Mark's going to take it down here. Currently he's got a log launcher set, though he's not got a max log launcher, so maybe he should have been taking that in his CC. Could potentially be seeing a change here. But no, that's just the the small minor details. How's he going to take down Isaac Boy's base here? So we are starting with our Skelly spell, just to tank for this single Inferno, as we're going to drop all of our Root Riders in, followed by all of our Valks. We've got the Queen coming towards this top 9 o'clock compartment. Logs activate the first spell tower. We need 4 of these buildings, well, I mean 1 of these buildings to go down, so we can start getting these logs to push a little bit further, activate that second invisible spell tower, which there it goes, as it does connect with the Town Hall. Warden Tome going off as well, clipping the log launcher, which is actually wonderful stuff to see. Still holding on to the King. There he goes in, direct target in towards the core of the base, which unfortunately didn't happen in the hit earlier today with this massive dead zone ring around the Town Hall. But with the King behaving himself, should be good to rock and roll. We are going to force a freeze down, as this triple Ice Golem is potentially going to be slightly problematic. We are going to freeze again onto the Monolith and the Town Hall, as the King, oh, 1 more freeze as well, is now direct targeted on towards the Town Hall. We got the Root Riders and the Royal Champion actually coming in on the backside of this core compartment in order to take care of that, so the King can turn around, deal with that multi, not spend too much time within the Town Hall poison as well. Down goes everything towards the 12 o'clock as the Royal Champion and her hogs make her way round, but with this last Ricochet Cannon to go down, I was going to say unfortunately the Queen goes down. Well, no, the Queen is enough to take it out. But here we go. We've got Mark coming in on a bulk space here. Excuse me. Double Rage spell power as well. Quite a juicy rage on each side. So we're going to start with the Siege Barracks down at the 6 o'clock, followed by the Queen over at the 9 o'clock. In come all the Root Riders, followed by the Warden in towards the entirety of the base between this 6 and 9. Here comes the King as well. Royal Champion already deployed. We've got a Skelly spell in behind her, which is just going to be distracting pretty much 1 to 2 of these multi-archer. Arch Tower shots, as the Pecker on the outside is going to be tanking one of them indefinitely. Warden Tome going off as we are dealing with a little bit of the CC. The Valks are primarily dealing with that. There goes a freeze down onto both the Tesla and the Monolith. Great freeze. The Queen on top of the Town Hall is not going to be burning the ability. We're actually going to be dropping a freeze spell as the King goes to his ability on top of the Eagle, pushes his way up to the multi-archer, moves his way towards the Queen, gets the splash damage onto the multi-archer as well, as the Royal Champion is in a world of hurt, goes towards her Hog Puppet and Haste Vial in that raid spell by the Ricochet Cannon and that Rage Spell Tower compartment. Unfortunately, a double Giant Bomb is going to say bye-bye to her. It's going to drop a couple of these Super Barbs in for cleanup purposes. A whole load of them are being sent in towards the Town Hall compartment to try and deal with that Monolith as well. Unfortunately, does find a Tornado Trap as well as some Giant Bombs. So down goes all of the Super Barbs. King has actually got a nice walkable path throughout the remainder of the base, and it's just a question of whether or not we do have enough to get through, because the King is okay. Yeah, with that Ricochet Cannon going down, no problem at all, because the King with the Phoenix is going to be more than enough in order to take down this Monolith, and with just one Tesla still to deal with, even with this Warden alone, this is going to be a triple. So GG to Mark getting the job done on this box space with the Root Rider army. Cold coffee. Here we go.
Let me in. Let me in.
So here we got Mark taking on Only Friends' Monster, coming in with some more Root Riders. We have got our jump spell again. Where are we going to come in from there? So if we are also focusing in on the event, we've got 2 Arch Towers and a Inferno Tower to deal with, 2 of which over at this 9 o'clock side, 1 of which at the 12 o'clock side, because these Harland Golden Boot points are important for in the Trader. So now we're going to do the, we're going to start with the Siege Barracks down at the 6 o'clock. We're then going to send in a couple of Super Barbs before we drop this Skelly spell on top of the Air Defense at the 9 o'clock, just to tank for this single. Out pops some CC. We've got Triple Eyes Golems and Archers. Very normal. King is going to make his way from this 10 up towards 12, accompanied by the Queen as well. We'll break him in towards this multi-arch compartment, as our Root Riders do get stalled up for a second. But if you notice right now, we've already dropped our Royal Champion. She's going to come in from the 6 o'clock, take out the defending RC before making her way on towards the Expo. We've got the Root Riders pushing in a little bit further. We're going to freeze, all perfectly timed, on towards that Rage Spell Tower and the Ricochet Cannon before it does activate. Warden Tome is going off right about now. Queen is taking out the other spell tower, so these Root Riders should make their way towards the Town Hall and then path their way towards the Ricochet Cannon, all staying together, no splitting up, and then make their way up towards the Monolith and this Tesla, hopefully staying as far away from the Town Hall poison as possible. Queen, who's taken that jump, has already popped her healer puppet, unfortunately going to be losing one of the healers to this Arch Tower, which has been infected by a whole lot of these golden boots from Harland. We've got the Royal Champion, unfortunately just losing her Fox to the scatter shot, still holding on to her ability though, and with one more freeze from the CC donations here, this should be a triple. Might not even be needing it, as the Queen is going to be beating her way through a wall, able to grab the Arch Tower, which is tanked, so it's not going to cause a problem to our Royal Champion. And with this short double cannon as well, unable to see her, is going to have time for these hogs to come out in front, and it is a lovely triple, swagging that freeze spell as well, saving it for the next legend hit. But GG Mark. But here we go, we got Mark in once more with a slightly common style diamond legend base. It's got a double poison spell tower as well, so I think he's kind of slightly relieved to see that one, especially as the poison spell towers are all around the Town Hall, so there's a chance that they're all just going to overlap with one another and you can deal with all 3 of them at one time, so not too scary. But curious to see which side he comes from. He is dropping his Siege Barracks down at 6, dropping his King over towards like the 4 o'clock side to make his way up towards 3 with the Queen. There is an open wall here, so making the most of that, using a couple Super Barbs just to clear the funnel so the King and Queen do behave themselves, step inside, hopefully also clear some of these defensive buildings so our Root Riders and Valks can push their way in towards the Town Hall compartment with the Scatter shots and multi-inferno being the target for our root riders. The queen is going to assist in taking out some of these ice golems. Fortunately, the king, going to his ability, is actually going to step a tile out of range of the freezing effect of the ice golems. Also going to trigger one of the poison spell towers. Slightly annoying, but also really, really good to not be activated and slow our main force of army down a little bit too much, though the warden tome had worn off by the time that the town hall is going down, and we find a cheeky little troll Tesla over at this 12 o'clock side of the base. But so far, so good. We've got the Valks smashing the wall. They are going to be able to make their way through. Are they going to be able to deal with this Expo down at this bottom side of the base? Unfortunately not. So now it's a question of whether or not we have enough from our original army to make it through. Root Riders are actually opening up pretty much the entirety of the base here for our queen to step through. We got a whole load of super bobs for which we can drop in from the top and the bottom of the entirety of this left-hand compartment. Queen going to ability as well with the healer puppet and invis vial as well. So a little bit of a queen walk, queen charge to finish off the remainder of the base. All the super bobs are in at the left-hand side. Down goes that AD, which is the only scary thing for our healers. But do we get the multi-arch? No, we don't. We really needed that. If that Expo would have gone down, this is a triple. Because that additional damage, but no, it's a very, very nice try there. Just a little bit unfortunate on the way through. I have a feeling a few of you guys might have seen this base before. So we are coming in with our Root Riders, with the log launcher currently selected. But we are... How does Mark take this base down? So he's going to start with his king over into this Royal Champion, starting over at this sort of 3 to 6 side, I believe, in towards the Eagle, as the Warden and the Root Riders are going to come in towards this Queen-King compartment, with the log launcher connecting in towards the Eagle Artillery, is going to connect towards the Town Hall. Unfortunately, the Spell Tower is just one tile too far away, so cannot get the damage off onto it, but because the Town Hall does get hit by a log there, it is going to activate it because one of the buildings in its radius is being damaged. As the king does go to his ability, a jump spell is going to connect the king and the queen in towards the core of the base as well. As the log launcher does make its way on top of the town hall, we have got a little bit of a split with some of the root riders going into the core of the base, though with the pathing they've taken and the Queen and Valks coming out of the CC from that log launcher shouldn't be too problematic, none of which sort of sitting inside that poison for too long. And now we have to deal with this last compartment. We've got a big portion of root riders on the left hand side with the Royal Champion coming in to deal with this final ice golem. No more CC to deal with. King is going to have no problem clearing the 12 o'clock side of the base, especially with the ability to come back to life with the Phoenix there and only having one arch tower to deal with, as the Royal Champion and root riders accompanied by that rage spell and the Queen will be able to clear that final damage compartment no problem. And with 1 minute and 40 seconds to go, 2 more freeze spells being swagged over for next hit. GG on G right there, Mark. Lovely, lovely hit.